Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're embarking on a journey into the deep past, uncovering the ghosts of civilizations that rose, flourished, and then vanished, leaving behind puzzles that still baffle archaeologists today. These aren't just ruins. They're echoes of entire worlds that defy our modern explanations. So, grab your explorer's hat, and let's dive into the mysteries of forgotten civilizations. Our first stop is the Indus Valley, in modern-day Pakistan and India. Around 2500 BCE, the Harappan civilization emerged, building some of the most advanced cities of the ancient world. Places like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were masterpieces of urban planning. They had grid-like streets, sophisticated drainage systems, and multi-story brick houses with private bathrooms and toilets. This was thousands of years before the Romans were engineering their famous aqueducts. They had a standardized system of weights and measures, and traded with faraway lands like Mesopotamia. But here's the kicker: we can't read their writing. Their intricate script, found on thousands of small seals, remains completely undeciphered. It's like finding a massive library where every book is locked. Then, around 1800 BCE, their society just faded away. There are no signs of a massive invasion, no evidence of a single catastrophic event. The cities were simply abandoned. Was it climate change that dried up their rivers? A pandemic? A societal collapse from within? Without the ability to read their words, the Harappans remain one of history's most haunting enigmas. A civilization that spoke, but whose voice has been lost to time. Next, let's journey across the Mediterranean to the island of Crete, home of the Minoans. Flourishing from around 2700 to 1450 BCE, the Minoans were a vibrant Bronze Age civilization. They weren't militaristic empire builders. They were artists, sailors, and traders. Their grand palaces, like the one at Knossos, weren't heavily fortified castles. Instead, they were expansive, maze-like complexes, adorned with vibrant frescoes, showing scenes of daily life from dolphins, gliding through the sea to acrobats, vaulting gracefully over bulls. This bull-leaping ritual is particularly fascinating. Was it a sport? A religious ceremony? We're not entirely sure. Their art suggests a society where women held prominent positions, possibly as priestesses, and where people had a deep connection to the natural world. They had their own unique writing system, called Linear A, which, like the Indus script, remains undeciphered to this day. Then disaster struck, around 1600 BCE. The nearby volcanic island of Theranow, Santorini, erupted in one of the largest explosions in human history. It triggered massive tsunamis and plunged the region into darkness. While the Minoan civilization survived this cataclysm for a while, they were weakened. Soon after, the Mycenaeans from mainland Greece arrived, and the unique Minoan culture was absorbed and disappeared, leaving behind only the enigmatic beauty of their palaces and the legend of the Minotaur in the labyrinth. Now, let's sail to a place so remote it's almost mythical: Easter Island, or Rapa Nui. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, this tiny, isolated island is famous for its nearly 900 colossal stone statues, known as moai. These statues, some weighing up to 80 tons, were carved from volcanic rock and transported miles across the island, without the use of wheels or large animals. How did they do it? The islanders themselves have oral traditions that say the statues walked to their platforms, which archaeologists now think might refer to a clever rocking and pulling technique, using ropes. But the bigger question is why? Why did this small, isolated society pour so much energy and resources into carving and moving these giant heads? They represent deified ancestors, but the sheer scale of the operation is mind-boggling. Even more perplexing is what happened to the society that built them. When Europeans first arrived in the 18th century, they found a sparse population and a barren landscape, a stark contrast to the complex, organized society needed to create the Moai. The leading theory is that the islanders, in their zeal to build and transport the statues, cut down all the trees, leading to an ecological collapse, soil erosion, and starvation. It's a tragic, cautionary tale of a civilization that may have engineered its own demise. A stark warning from the past about the fragile balance between ambition and sustainability. Let's head to the Americas, to a civilization that predates the Inca by about 1,500 years, the Nazca of southern Peru, between 100 BCE and 800 CE. The Nazca flourished and left behind one of the world's greatest enigmas, the Nazca Lines. These are gigantic geoglyphs etched into the desert floor, depicting animals like hummingbirds, spiders, and monkeys, as well as geometric shapes and straight lines that run for miles. The truly astounding part: these designs are so massive that they can only be fully appreciated from the air. This has led to all sorts of wild theories. But the truth is just as fascinating. Archaeologists believe these lines were created by removing the reddish-brown surface pebbles to reveal the lighter ground underneath. They were likely used for ceremonial purposes, perhaps as ritual walkways for religious processions, with different clans being responsible for different designs. They also developed an incredible system of underground aqueducts, called puquios, to channel water for agriculture in one of the driest places on Earth. Many of these puquios are still in use today, but despite their ingenuity, the Nazca culture vanished. Evidence suggests a series of massive floods, likely caused by an El Niño event, devastated their agriculture and destabilized their society, leading to their eventual collapse. Their giant drawings in the sand remain, a silent testament to their faith and their struggle against a harsh environment. Finally, we travel to Southeast Asia, to the heart of the Cambodian jungle, where we find the sprawling Khmer Empire and its magnificent capital, Angkor. From the 9th to the 15th centuries, the Khmer Empire reigned over much of Southeast Asia. Its crowning jewel was Angkor Wat, the largest religious monument ever built. It's a breathtaking stone representation of the cosmic Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu mythology. But Angkor was more than just one temple. It was a massive, sprawling, urban complex, or hydraulic city. The Khmer were masters of water management. They built a vast network of canals, reservoirs, and moats that collected monsoon rains and distributed water for rice farming, allowing them to harvest multiple crops a year and support a population of perhaps up to 1 million people. Using modern LiDAR technology, which can see through the dense jungle canopy, researchers have revealed the true, immense scale of this city, far larger than previously imagined. So what brought down such a powerful and sophisticated empire? It wasn't a single event. A combination of factors likely led to its decline. Centuries of relentless monsoon rains and droughts, linked to climate change, may have damaged their elaborate water system. The rise of maritime trade routes shifted economic power away from inland capitals like Angkor. And finally, repeated invasions from the neighboring kingdom of Ayutthaya sealed its fate. The city was gradually abandoned, left for the jungle to reclaim, its stone temples slowly being strangled by the roots of giant trees. From the planned cities of the Indus Valley to the giant heads of Rapa Nui, these civilizations challenge our understanding of the past. They show us that history isn't a simple, linear progression. It's a complex story of incredible innovation, profound belief, and sometimes tragic collapse. They remind us that even the greatest societies are fragile, and that we still have so much to learn from the silent, stones, and undeciphered scripts they left behind? What forgotten civilization fascinates you the most? Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious.